Hey, welcome back. I killed Misty by accident off screen. I was just trying to level up Pikachu, but I killed her. So I did the drinking thing. That was Saturday. Today is Wednesday. I don't really want to talk about that yet. Maybe I'll talk about it later. I've been trying to edit that video all week, and it's been so much work. it's about 4 hours of video, because I had 3 hours. I recorded from 7 to 10, and then the morning after I recorded like 50 minutes. Most of it is garbage, but like I keep thinking like, the thing I was self-conscious about rewatching the video was like I just keep repeating myself, like just saying the same things over and over again, which is good. I mean, once you edit, like you can just get rid of all the times you repeat. But I don't want to talk about that today. Oh, wait. I think there's Gary's there. I want to get Gary. So I did 2 other things this week. On Friday, I went to a lunch with my coworkers, and it was okay. And then on Friday night, I did a Zoom room in the besties group, where I was kind of like the leader. I'm going to talk about the lunch first, maybe. This lunch was interesting. I didn't really talk at all. We were there for... Come on. We were there for 4 hours. And I don't know why I didn't talk as much as last time, but I just didn't. I barely said... You know what it was, I think? I think there was somebody there who was talkative, but like they weren't trying to include me or anything. I was just like, oh, I'll just listen to them talk. But it was good. I mean, they didn't make me feel bad about not talking, which is the thing that I always get bothered by. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I couldn't think of anything to talk about really, and other people were talking, so I just didn't. I guess because we all sat at one table, so there's like 15 people there, and it was just a bigger group than last time, so that's actually something I mentioned in the besties group, is like, I mean, it's obvious, but like it is a function of the more people, the less I talk. So like you could graph it, like, and then there's a point where like once you get to like 6 or 7 people, the amount I talked like goes negative and I just don't talk at all. I gotta figure out a way to get my refrigerator to always be on, because that helps me talk louder. You think I could beat this guy? Pidgeotto. Then who does he have? He has Bulbasaur. Who's good against Bulbasaur? Uh-oh. Alright, good, he's dead. Doesn't really matter if I win or lose. Oh. Who should I use? Yeah, that's a good one. There was one thing that I that I wrote a note down afterwards, which was, wait, what did I just do? Ugh. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by this stupid game. Yeah, I'll have a tough time talking about it because it's kind of like a gossipy thing to say. I always kind of want to direct all my notes inward and not like talk about other people. Oh, I have to change on that one. Maybe Pidgey? I don't know about this. I think flying is good against the grass. Is it? Oh. Come on, Pidgey. Nice. I knew it. Alright, this is gonna go well, unless he kills me. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, that's nothing. This should be the only time where I get like distracted, because I do want to beat Gary and it's taking some thought power, but like the rest of Pokemon you don't really have to think to play, you just like press A bunch. But I'm trying to think, okay, I want to beat this guy, what move should I do? But yeah, I was thinking about that. I don't know if I mentioned, I had a note about that, like all these stupid commentary channels on YouTube where they're just like talking about other people, like, oh, this video is dumb and this politician is dumb, which is fine. Like, politicians deserve to be criticized, but for me, I would never like to do that, because I would just always be thinking about like myself. Like, to me, I mean, obviously it's safer to always talk about yourself, because you can't like hurt anybody when you just talk about yourself, except yourself maybe, but I think we're gonna beat him. Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know, it's hard for me to talk about other people. I don't want to do it. I did that What is a Woman video, but I felt like that was more of me just being like, hey, like I found this interesting video and I want to share it. I didn't want to be like, isn't this guy dumb, or isn't this guy like a stupid idiot? I don't like that like commentary stuff. I don't know, but that's like a very conservative take to be like, oh, work on yourself first. Which is, I don't know, it's kind of true though, but let's do Nidoran. Let's get him some levels. I don't mean work on yourself, I just mean like talk about like you and like how things affect you. Because like you're not a political expert and you're not a expert in anything except for your own feelings, so just talk about that. So in December, there was a person who came to one of the coworker meetings where when we met like right before Christmas for the first time. If you go back and watch my video, you could probably see, like I talk about, oh, we're meeting for Christmas. There was somebody there who was pretty talkative, and I remember being kind of intimidated by her because she like seemed to know a lot, and I'm like, I don't know anything, and she knows so much about this company. And she was very outgoing. She's probably the most outgoing person there. I didn't have any negative opinion about her. But then the past couple months, she moved to a different team or something. And then when we met on Friday, the rest of the team, I mean, they didn't say anything bad about her, but they were just like, oh, like she was really talkative, and like it was kind of a negative connotation to the way they were like, ooh, kind of like, I don't really want to say that they said this, but they're like, oh, there's a little bit of arrogantness to her. Like thought she was so smart, or like she would talk over people maybe a little bit. That's kind of the impression I was getting. Smell you later. Yeah, I'm just trying to be cautious about how exactly I say it. Like, I don't want to say like they were happy that she was gone, but I don't know. If I had heard them say the things that talk about me the way they were talking about her, I would have felt bad. Like, oh, they were happy that I was gone. But maybe that's just me and how I am interpreting it. But that's why, especially at work, that's a big reason why I act the way I do. Because I never want to give people a reason to feel that way about me. If I left my team, they could not say that about me. They couldn't, because I never talked to them. So how are they going to say, like, oh, I'm glad he's gone, because, like, when we go into meetings, he's always, like, talking over me, or whatever. The worst thing they could say about me is that he's kind of quiet, and, like, oh, Anthony's gone. But my coworkers wouldn't really care. I mean, my boss might care, like, oh, Anthony didn't speak up at work, but I wouldn't care that much about that, because I'm like, oh, I care more about, like, my peer coworkers than, like, my boss, I guess. Because I'm like, who cares about work? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't make the point exactly I wanted to make. That's why I act the way I do, so that if I leave, no one can say things like that about me. All they can say is, he was kind of quiet. That's like, there's like a broader point to be made there about like me growing up and that similar feeling coming up of being like, I'd rather people feel indifferent about me than like think I'm annoying or weird. I mean, probably talked about this, but like when I was a kid, I noticed other kids get like bullied and picked on, and it was always kind of the kids who were just like really talkative but like they weren't clicking with the other kids, and they would just kind of be like annoying the bully, and then the bully would be like, you're stupid, and then I'm gonna be like, okay. But so if I'm not clicking with the other kids, then I just gotta shut up and not say anything, right? Because otherwise they're gonna do that to me. And I guess that's part of it. Like, I felt like when I did talk a lot, I didn't click with the other kids, so I'm just like, don't talk that much and you'll be fine. And I would say that I never got bullied, which is kind of a scary thing to say, because then you think, oh, maybe you were the bully. But I never talked, so I never got bullied, and I never bullied anybody. I feel pretty confident in that, and maybe I might have said like something sarcastic to somebody once or twice, but it could have never been like a constant thing. Like, I would never pick on anybody. It's impossible. I might have once or twice said something sarcastic and maybe kind of hurtful to somebody as a kid, I'm sure. When I was in high school, definitely in high school I never, because I didn't talk to anybody. And middle school probably. Maybe in grade school a kid maybe could have felt bad if I had said something weird, I don't know, but that's it. I don't know, did I make a good point there? I just wanted to say, like, I mean, that was the point. The reason I act the way I do is because I have a fear, because, like, that was the thing, is, like, I thought everybody liked her. Like when we were at Christmas, everybody was treating her totally normal, and was like, and I was like, oh yeah, she's kind of normal and talks a lot, and she's smart. And then she leaves, and it's like they had this second opinion about her the whole time, and it's scary to think like how other people can have the second opinion about me, and I won't even know. So I'll just kind of control their opinions about me by not giving them an opportunity to really form any kind of an opinion. Like, if you don't talk, I know what they're going to say. Oh, he doesn't talk, he's quiet, he's like, oh, he's weird or whatever. Like, that's all they can say about me. Like, he's really quiet and awkward. But they can't, I don't know, like, I know that. Just the idea of, like, feeling like you're in the group. Like, oh, everybody likes me, and I'm talking, and then it turns out, like, they actually didn't ever like you. I don't know. So maybe that's part of it, is like, yeah, just controlling that situation so that it never happens. Like, that situation can never happen to me because I never feel connected to people. So how can I be in a situation where I think I feel connected to people and then turns out I wasn't? That can't happen if you're just never connected to people, right? That's part of it. Yeah, I know. Like, protecting yourself from that rejection or whatever. I don't know. Is he dead? Then I'll just finish for today. I guess I'd try. Maybe some of it had to do with like her personality, and she just very. I don't know what the word would be. But it would be hard to approach her with an opinion like that and be like, hey, sometimes I feel like I can't really talk around you. Like, it would be hard to approach her with that opinion because of the personality that she had. But hopefully, like, I don't have that kind of personality, so if I was doing something weird, people could be like, hey, you did something weird and I felt bad. I'd be like, oh, okay, sorry. I don't know. See you tomorrow. Bye.